Hello and welcome back to the ArtVid19 channel, where I'll be showing you the simple and easy ways to make art, and hopefully you'll be less bored in isolation and gain some skills and something out of it that you can be proud of. Today I'm going to be teaching how to correctly proportion the face. We're going to be doing the shape of the face and where to position each feature. I hope this technique helps you, as it's definitely helped me, because there's definitely a difference when you draw from guessing where each part of the face is to actually getting it bang on. Let me just start out by mapping out that face. Obviously we're going to fill up the whole page here because we want it to be as clear as possible. And then it goes down into that sort of pot shape almost at the bottom. The neck is actually sometimes bigger than you think it is. No, it's not really part of the face, but it's not. Yeah. Sometimes also the face can be quite straight, so don't make that mistake of making it too round, otherwise it just looks unrealistic. If you're going for that realistic look. Obviously none of this applies to if you're doing anything, you know, caricature-like or abstractly. But this will just help you lay down that foundation in your mind. It always helps to draw a line down the middle, just to make everything sort of line up. So let me just go get a ruler. Okay, so I've got my ruler. I'm just going to measure the width of the face already, which is about 14 centimetres. And obviously half of that is 7, so just draw a line there. Going to help you make the symmetry of the face, and then from that we're going to measure vertically, so that's about 22, so the middle part is about 11, and draw across. This middle part here is going to be where the eyes are. I know it seems a little bit wrong, but that's actually true. That section that you've got here, half of that is going to be the nose line, so the bottom of the nose. Let's just measure that. We'll see 11, half of that is 5.5. So about there, just make sure it fits roughly into those guidelines. And then again, the lips, or the middle of the mouth, is going to be half again of that. So that's what, 5.5 divided by 2.
2.75.
There you go. So it's about here-ish. That's going to be the mouth line. So just do that. Looks a bit creepy right now, I know. Just sort of guess where the hairline is. It's not going to be down here. It's not going to be up here. It's going to be probably, I don't know, middle-ish. That. Obviously the nose is just going to come a little bit above the eyes. I always do this sort of wobbly shape to start with for the nose, so it's like up, down, up. And then 2 shapes around that. Obviously it depends if you're doing a portrait what they actually look like, if you're just drawing a basic face. Then also the ears, as I mentioned in my previous video, ears come out the eyes to the nose line, so that's pretty simple, just comes out like that. Oh, they're quite big, aren't they? The best tip for the eyes and the proportion of the eyes is that there's 5 eyes per face. Just like there's 6 heads per body, it's 5 eyes per face. So if you measure that again, it's 14 point something. I wish it was 15, so that can be easily divided by 5. But it's going to be around 2 point something if you divide that by 5, so let's just say around that. Because what you have is, say this eye here, there's going to be the gap between the bottom of that eye and the bottom of that eye is another eye. So you've got eye, if you get what I mean. So that eye line is roughly the middle of the eye. So, you know, if you want to see how to draw an eye, watch my eye tutorial video. Goes down, sweeps round. What you can do is, again, just measure. It's always about measuring here on this channel. Measure bottom of the eye, make it line up so you have the same size. We've already used the 5-eye trick, so we know that they'll be the same, and have the length of the eye 3.2 will be the length of this gap, 3.2. Perfect. And then you can line up in sort of the middle where you want. Oh, we can already see, if you look at them together, we can see that where that ends, where that bottom lid is not the same. With a lot of women, they have these sort of cheekbone lines coming out here, especially as you age, sort of behind the ears. Again, draw a line in the middle of the eyes if you want the pupil to be the same. Get them both on the same page. That looks so scary. On that note, a great tip is to just not be scared originally. If you see that and think, oh god, that looks horrible, I'm just gonna give up. Don't give up, because as a lot of painters and artists will tell you, what you do at first is not gonna be the best. You're not going to have instant detail straight away, instant realism, you're not going to have instant anything straight away. You just, as long as you map out your foundations first, you can always go from there. If you just practice the foundations of every face, you'll learn, when you're doing portraits and copying from photos, you'll see how it works in real life. Always follow these rules. 6-head rule, the 5-eye rule. Again, we can see that if you looked at as a straight line, that eye finishes way earlier than that eye. So we can just mark that out there where we want it to finish. Just really look hard and notice in the eyes any kind of differentiation between both the eyes. If you just look at it plainly, you can see this one's a little bit more rounded at the bottom. When drawing males, always remember sideburns. Sometimes you forget and you're like, why does this look like a boy? That goes quite high above the eye, as mentioned in my previous, few videos ago. And then obviously the eyebrows, kind of just above that again. Tip with eyebrows is that it starts going whatever way, starts going the opposite way to the eyebrow, and then you get to that point where it starts going, it goes like that, and then it starts going downwards. So that's quite a good tip. The hairs start going downwards instead of out. If you get what the hell I'm talking about. Looks like that. Onto the lips. Got to do the eyelashes. So we have the lips here, that halfway from nose to chin. So that serves as sort of the middle line. Obviously, if you're happy, it's going to be more like that. Sad, it's going to be more like that. But I think we've made a happy one today, just to make her look a bit less dead inside. From the, don't always have to do this, but you have a little Cupid's bow thing. People sometimes like to draw it in that middle portion, quite a far away between the lips and the nose. Have that middle up. I'll do a full tutorial on lips because they always helped me back in the day. But yeah, just follow that line that you've already drawn. Add in some hair as well. Follow that middle line again. Oh yeah, another tip, the middle of the eye, so downwards, is where the lips stop. That's why it looks a bit weird. You have that middle line and it goes out to there. So it might look a bit big, but you can always just make the lips go in, so they're kind of like this. You've got to have everything in proportion. Top lip is always lighter than the bottom lip, just in general. I'll show you all of this stuff that I'm doing in my lip tutorial video, which will probably be coming out soon after you watch this. Whenever you watch this, make sure that lip stops at the same place as the other lip. That little bit, don't know what it's called. You've got that chin there at the bottom, just underneath the lips. Let me look in the camera, see if that looks okay. Okay, and there you go. Bob's your uncle. Here's your face basic that you can then use to expand on, add detail, blah 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 blah. Using the head, middle is the eyes, middle of that is the nose, middle of that is the lips, 5-eye method, and middle of the eyes is end of the mouth. Thank you so much for watching the video. I'll see you next time. Bye.